Hey everyone, so they say that to remain silent is to remain complicit. And as much as everybody here fears to say anything, I do feel it's important to say something. So I'm here in Uganda, in Kampala, where they've just held the elections for president. Unsurprisingly, the results came out yesterday. It's Museveni. And we're just waking up today after a 5-day internet lockdown to find out that Bobi Wine was taken under house arrest on the day of elections. Now, what I want to say is this. If this was a free and fair election, why did they lock down the internet? Literally, can you imagine having an election in your country and you don't even know what's going on down the road from you? There was no Wi-Fi, no data, absolutely no network at all. We didn't know there have been deaths. We didn't know people have been shot, but we heard the gunshots here in Machindi. I can confirm we heard the gunshots. Bobi Wine talked of several people being killed here. It's just a bizarre experience to have no access to the outside world and for the outside world to have no access in. I'm sure that people outside probably know more about what's gone on than we do because they have investigative journalists and probably means of communicating outside that we don't have. But for us here, we didn't know anything. We didn't know that Bobi Wine has been arrested. We didn't know that he's managed to escape. The point is, why? If you're sure of your candidacy, if you're sure that you're running an election with honesty and integrity, why do you need to prevent your people, the people that you are being raised up to that position of power to serve, from knowing the truth, from knowing what's going on in their country? I think whichever side you're on, we should all be pro-honesty. We should all be pro-clarity and transparency, of which there have been none in these past few days. I, for one, can honestly say my gut instinct is that Bobi won. And it makes me very sad to see his message to everybody today, to know that he is fighting for people. And even the response, the comment section to his post is so disappointing. More people are complaining about the fact that there was no internet, that they were dying without social media, than recognizing that he was actually sacrificing his life for you. I feel like when you've grown up without any choice, without any concept of what it means to choose a leader, you don't actually value what that means. So he seems to know more about what he's fighting for than the people who he's fighting for. And as I said, whoever side you're on, the point is that we should all be pro-honesty. To go one step further, I'd just like to comment that for those of you outside of the country, what it means to not have access to internet means that for those of us who don't bank in Uganda, there was also no access to money. If anybody at this time had an accident, there would have been no means of paying for treatment. Families abroad, friends abroad did not know what's going on. Like, there was no warning that there'd be a cut of internet. And so we were just suddenly in darkness. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Is just, I think that we should all stand for what's right, and what's going on here isn't right. Thanks.